does a hero truly mean?
Ladies and gentlemen, it is my great pleasure to welcome you to this best of 5 between what's supposed to be Goomba Gaming here on the Dice side and NEET Gaming, starting off on the Radiant for the ESL One Frankfurt 2016 Aegis Challenge. The winner of this best of 5 Grand Finals will get the full Aegis experience worth 3,000 euros. The loser, well, they still get premium tickets, which is probably more than I will be able to afford, but hey, whatever. My name is Dragon Drop, happy to bring you this match, and I'm joined by my boy Johnny. How are you doing, man?
Very good, and you're making me very envious of these two teams just by saying that. But we live the lives that we live, correct?
Yeah, at some point maybe will be important enough to also get this kind of treatment. But yeah, Aegis experience actually worth quite a bit. You get your own lounge, you get like your own sweaters and everything, and I last year there was like private massages coming out, and it's just great. It's absolutely great. So definitely worth playing for. But yeah, as I said, the second team gets the premium passes, so there's also free beer and everything included in that. And third place also gets that. That's another best of 5 being played out simultaneously. But yeah, so far so good. A new game. What do you think so far, Johnny?
Well, the Sunray Bandit picked out right away, so just I mean it's something that we see a lot of the pro streams. We see people just terrorize enemy teams with the Sunray, and I know it's been tweaked a little bit, and the Immortal's going to make it even more obnoxious, I'm sure.
Oh
But
yeah.
but still a fantastic pick, and there's so many ways you can set up around it. And I think that might be why the Void is picked up too, just so you can't combo the ultimates, make it too devastating. But yeah, and they'll pick the Bounty Hunter too, which has definitely been a highly contested pick in a recent patch. So just so damn strong. But at the same time, you also have to invest quite a bit in them. But I think the Tome of Knowledge helps out the risk that you run when you have a roaming Bounty Hunter too. So that also helps out quite a bit.
Yeah, I agree. The Tome of Knowledge kind of makes you a little bit more free to go for more of these rotations, and even if they don't necessarily pay off immediately, you still don't fall too far behind. You can still get your level 6 in these types of heroes, like not just Bounty Hunter, like Night Stalk if you don't play him like that. Spurbrek is also can also fall victim to that. Even Earthshaker here, haven't seen that hero a lot, but would love to see him again. But yeah, outside of that, Bounty Hunter is always going to have an impact once you have that track gold coming. If you manage to find the pickoffs on the back of that, it just helps your entire team scale so much quicker.
Yeah, and that's what I see about the Void too. Like, it's really hard not to be able to get the tracks off when you have multiple people in a Chronosphere.
Oh
so
yeah.
that's definitely a nice thing to have. But yeah, like you said though, it's all going to be about the pickoffs. So the Voids and the Bounty are definitely need at least one more hero to help out the little gang squad. So looking probably to get a little bit of burst. They don't get the Lion, NEET will pick that up. So that's quite a bit of lockdown and burst that they'll be missing here. But plenty of other heroes still in the pool. So don't fret.
Well, they banned out the Invoker themselves, so that classic combo with the Void is not there, but there's still like something like a Witch Doctor with a Death Ward from the outside, Clings if you're looking for one position heroes. Even Mirana, I've seen that's comboed up sometimes. Obviously, the Chronosphere, not the easy, or not the quite a costly setup for the arrow. Let's put it that way, but it's obviously so obnoxious, right? You have the Chronosphere that lasts for like 4 seconds to 5 seconds, and then add an arrow for another 5 seconds. You just hate your life at that point if you're caught in that.
Yeah, and there's really no way that you can anticipate that, especially the Blink Dagger and the Void. It just kind of comes at you, and then you're just kind of sitting there for roughly 10 seconds, just wondering what the hell to do with your life. But
yeah.
Don't know if that'll necessarily be the case, as they already have a roaming hero. But I don't know. I mean, Mid-Mirana isn't too far out of the question. I mean, the Aghanim Scepter upgrade has been absolutely unreal. So
yeah, can do so much if you can get it at a decent timing. Like Ag's Veil, you don't even necessarily need to Blink Dagger or anything because you get to leap, so you can just go in, get double Starstorm off on top of Veil. That can burst down squishy targets like the Lion very, very quickly before they can even react. And sometimes it can bite you in the ass. Like I've seen that one video from What where Mirana just like barely escaped, then goes into Roche Pit, TV's out, but the Starstorm triggers on Roshan, and Mirana gets bashed and killed. That was hilarious. But outside of these very specific circumstances, it's a great item to have, I think.
That actually is probably the worst way to like die.
Yeah.
Like or get or get caught in a sticky situation, like the Spirit Breaker charging past Roshan getting a random bash like that. I don't think there's any more embarrassing way in Dota to die. Like I'd rather have like a Hadouken kill me off in the jungle camp than a Roshan bash. But it's Dota, right? We've known these things to happen time and time again, and it never fails, right?
Yeah. It's the best thing. I mean, for us viewers, right? It's just the most entertainment value in that. It's just funny for the players.
True.
It really depends on their on how they're feeling, and I guess in this game they're gonna be pretty chill. All these mostly German players here. It stands to reason that they know each other. Right, on one side we've got Ada, we've got we actually have Black here on side of NEET Gaming. Is he hiding under one of these tags? I think he might be. I haven't actually had a chance to check. We've got Ada, we've got Chill, we've got Scabo and Wambo on the other side. If you follow the scene, definitely some known names. The best German Dota has to offer, more or less. Which is embarrassing in its own right, but hey. Well, then again, you could argue Liquid is also right up there with Kuro and Fata.
Very true. The German prodigy. Well, NEET took a lot of their reserve time with that last ban, the Puck, so not gonna have too many for their last ban and 3 picks, but hopefully they have a plan in place here. Both teams taking quite a bit of time here for this game 1 draft, which, I mean, shit, for free beer and massages, I mean, come on. This is a big prize pool here, man.
I mean, the grand prize is worth 3,000 euros. It's more than some amateur tournaments these days. And
oh, for sure.
They had to play quite a few games to get here, with like 4 different qualifiers where you had to get points to then make it to the main bracket. With 8 teams in total were in there.
5 seconds remaining.
So,
you can pat yourself in the back. You got the Witch Doctor pick with the Void Chronos, so
yeah.
your one prediction for the draft is done. You're in the clear. You can rest easy.
I can now retire on
You can now retire happily.
on a successful Witch Doctor prediction after Faces Void.
So bold, so bold.
Yeah.
What a caster. Follow this guy. Subscribe. Ooh, a little bit of greed.
Yeah.
Me gusta, me gusta.
Greed is good. The Alchemist gonna be taking up the middle lane position most likely. Goomba hasn't shown their material yet though, so what hero would you be looking at to try and counter out the Alchemist? I mean, you already have the Bounty Hunter, right? You can help out. If you have the right hero, maybe you can set up for some easy kills.
I mean, I really would have liked to see the Bat, but I mean, that was the very first ban in the game. The Bat mid is still very, very strong. I really like him, and teams that run it, they run it with pretty damn good efficiency. And I'm assuming this is a targeted ban since it literally was the very first ban, so very understandable. I'm actually pretty okay. Ooh, Sucky Ghost Queen. I don't know. The drafts that revolve around this, I've always seen backfire. But at the same time, I mean, you have so much setup. It's a lot of physical damage coming out. But I don't really see out matches with the bounty. I still feel like that pick is going to be kind of just not extraneous, but it's just going to be just kind of there to help, fund the rest of the team and their greed.
Yeah. There's no easy ways for Death Prophet or anyone really so far, apart from maybe the Witch Doctor Death to really set up quick kills on the back of the Bounty Hunter. So they're more going to be around, alright, Faceless Void initiation, throw some tracks, throw out the Death Ward, and then the Death Prophet can just clean up afterwards with the Ghosts going and pushing down towers. I mean, that seems to be their game plan right now.
5 seconds remaining.
And
it's kind of an awkward draft, though. Like, the laning phase is probably their strongest, but I mean, at the same time, like they're really relying on the Chronosphere, obviously, but at the same time, it's like they don't really have a really good pushing lineup, pickup lineup. Like they don't really do anything too well. They're pretty well rounded, and their team fight's very strong, obviously, but they don't really have many more strengths aside from that. And I mean, NEET Gaming. I mean, the Timber Stab pick that it's still kind of sort of coming back into the meta. He's becoming quite a bit stronger. The Bloodstone upgrade, obviously, huge for him. And with the whole meta shift to the Battle Alchemist instead of the Split Push Naga, which has been a godsend to casting. Like, I'm so sick. Alchemist doing the same shit. Yeah, it's nice to see the armlet picked up, the Blink Dagger, the nice initiation tool. So
That being
It's a
said,
nice
though, I
change of pace.
still see Alchemist go for the armlet, sure, but more as a
10 seconds
farming
remaining.
utility as well, and then still go into the Radiance, Manta, Octarine, this kind of
Well,
style.
it's so valuable. I mean, with this, especially with the armor buff recently. I mean, the armlet's just so strong. It's a farming item. It's a
10
survivability
seconds
item.
remaining.
It's an all-in-one package for a pretty cheap cost,
5
relatively speaking.
seconds
So
remaining.
Right, they're running out of time here. They gotta bend it here. It's gonna be the Klings. So mentioned that
Radiant
before as
team
well.
pick.
Obviously, pretty good combo against with the Faceless Void.
and the
Bash
egg.
away, and the egg too. Yeah, absolutely the strafe. If they want, yeah. What kind of one position are you looking for here now on the Dire
10
side? I mean,
seconds
you have the Witch
remaining.
Doctor, which is decent lane support, but the Bounty Hunter's not going to be there. It's going to be roaming around.
5 seconds
Don't assume
remaining.
that you would be able to get up with something extremely greedy.
Yeah, well, I think they have to go all in with the. Oh, there's your Mirana.
Oh,
I think they have to go all in with
Dire
the
team
physical
pick.
damage. I think. I mean, Jug's still in the pool. Wouldn't be terrible. I mean, there's literally no magic damage on this team other than Crypt Swarm, so it's just okay. LS. So yeah, they're gonna go in with the physical DPS. They get someone a little more tankier, which I'm okay with because Timbersaw and actually it's pretty good against the egg
yeah.
too. So
Yeah,
that's
that's
a good
probably
pick.
it. I mean, yeah, you don't really care about the egg, right? When you're Light Stealer, just rage up, go on the Phoenix, and the egg is dead essentially, right? Unless you have some sort of other way to try and lock him down. I mean, if they get the jump on him before the rage comes out, then you have the Lion, have the Mirana to lock him down. Maybe even the Alchemist just charging up a stun in the meantime. But with the rage going, you should always be able to bring down the big team fight ultimate. Outside of that, though, the flip side is you're not really good against Timbersaw generally. Sure, it's a
No,
strength
not at all.
hero. Those are both strength heroes. Timbersaw kind of stealing a lot of your stuff then, as a rule, and you will not be able to
10
catch him,
seconds
right?
remaining.
Timbersaw with a low cooldown on a Timber Chain, Lifestealer is just gonna get carried around by that particular hero. So see how the matchup ends up working out in that regard.
Yeah, I mean, okay. So if you had to pick one straight up, like just based on the drafts, who would you go with here?
That's a hard decision. I want to say NEET Gaming, just as a general feeling. Don't want to check if
Wait,
anyone
click on Lion real
thinks-
quick.
Lion?
Is he? Just look at the portrait. Is it really messed up for you?
That's a weird little mask, yeah. I've not seen that one before.
Oh my gosh, Dota, what happened, Nice Frog? What's going on? Oh, and these teams need cosmetics. We need to send them some cosmetics. This is not ideal.
Well, luckily the Phoenix one is a rare drop, so if I had that I wouldn't give it away. But yeah, we're here. If you guys are just tuning in, welcome. My name is Dragondrop. I'm joined by Johnny, and this is the pause, the first game of the Best of 5 series here in ESL One Frankfurt Aegis Challenge. The winner, once again, will get the Aegis experience worth 3,000 euros with private lounge access for 5 people, reserved couch seating and heart of the crowds. Gonna be curious to see how that's actually set up this time around. Because last time around there wasn't any infield seating, but apparently this time around they've got that going. Got an extra goodie bag, front of line access, which is worth it in its own right. All the cool jazz. Yeah.
You're gonna go in style.
Oh yeah.
Right?
All right, they're gonna flip it around this time again. ESL One 2014, they had a screen on the side, like on one of the short ends of the stadium. It was a bit annoying for the premium guys because it was like the angle was such that you couldn't actually hear the casters.
Oh jeez.
It was badly set up. So last year they kind of had the stage on the broad side facing the premium area. This time around they did it otherwise again with some infield seating and everything.
I think Frankfurt's like widely regarded as the best ESL One event, though, right? I mean, because I went to the one in New York and it was definitely could have been done a little better.
I don't know. I mean,
I'm jealous.
Yeah.
I'm jealous.
It's a freaking football stadium, right? It's what do you expect?
Well,
It's freaking amazing.
All right.
Let's
I got
see.
the bounty hunter scouting out the Alk. He's running into trouble.
You should take
They do
a
have
little team
sentries
fight
on the
here.
line.
Yeah. They could wrap all the way around here, might even catch this Alchemist,
30
and
seconds to battle.
kill would be great, but keeping him away from the bounty rune even greater. At least chasing him off here if not getting the initiation. So
The
yeah.
level 1 team fight on both sides is decent actually, so it'd be really interesting to see who gets the leg up. But looks like they will just kind of retreat to their respective runes.
Oh, no bounty for the alchemist. So is that black actually? I gotta check.
No, he didn't go greed, so
The
not all is
battle
lost.
begins. The prize is mine.
It is black. All right. Okay. Just wanted to make sure. But yeah, let's actually run through quickly through our lineups. As we head into the game, we've got the black alchemist with a weird name that I will not bother to pronounce. Down here in the bottom lane, Ada already smoked up on a line. Looking for something on rotations here. Licia on that Phoenix. Mid lane's gonna be taken up by Stormstormer. And running out NEET Gaming's lineup is gonna be Chill on the Timbersaw up top.
And for Goomba, we have 9 on the Life Stealer, Kawhi on the Death Prophet, Panthers on the Witch Doctor, Scabo on the Void, and Wamboss on the Bounty Hunter.
It's normal Wembo, but the Wamboss this time around. So let's take a look at these lanes. Top lane, on Timbersaw up against 2 heroes. In reactive armor got buffed as well, so it's actually quite obnoxious to deal with, even for Witch Doctor, who does have some decent harassment normally. Even look at Lifestealer, right? He's tickling him, but now maybe with Wambo, the cast actually bouncing back. This might be first blood right now with the body blocks coming out. Wambo takes it himself. The boss has arrived. First blood going the way of Goomba Gaming.
Yeah, reactive armor might be buffed, but I think with that key rotation doesn't mean too much. He did have the full PMS finish, so that helped out a lot, but very lucky cast kind of turns up pretty quickly for him.
Good timing as well. The moment he hits level 2, this becomes even harder when he puts a point into Timber Chain. Level 1 is still short range though, so maybe.
Looks like
maybe they can make the
Starstorm would be going for the Starfall build. Get that early Aghanims like we talked about.
Yeah. Stormstormer, Starstormer.
I'm in. I like it. Okay, that's definitely premeditated. That's definitely premeditated.
I like Panthers here also going for the Maledict. Not gonna have much use for the heal early, and that means a little bit of extra damage like up against the Timbersaw. Chill just doing his best to get his levels. He's level 2 now. Very close to just level 3 with these extra creeps, and he dragged his way. How's the other lane going? Not at all.
I mean, the Alchemist is getting free farm, literally,
Yeah.
and the Void's just freely committed. He started with the Iron Talons, so he just goes to the hard camp. So I mean, the Void will get his levels. He's getting a little bit of CS, but at the same time, I mean, the Alch's gonna make so much more use of the space, at least for the time being.
Got himself bound to on the bottom lane, so
Looks like
that plus
Wamboss is going back
perfect
again.
CS.
He wants round 2.
still make that happen and need a little bit of extra initiation though. So far, yeah, Chill's alright. Reaper just a little bit too far forward to actually get the open wound slow in. Especially considering that has been nerfed quite a while ago in terms of range. It used to be at a 500 cast range a long time ago.
Yeah, you almost have to max it now.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it's pretty bad level 1 and 2. Doing a pretty good job harassing though. Just keep him out of XP range. And it's not like the Timbersaw in jungle, so he can't really take use of that hard camp.
Yeah,
Uh-oh,
that's right.
Starstormer. I'm gonna keep calling him Starstormer.
Well, I guess it fits in this particular game. But yeah, Wambo, he just 8th sentry just a moment before, so he's now a bit more free. Make these kind of rotations,
Yeah, they
try and be a bit annoying.
They pinged it out, so they knew
Yeah.
it was blocking the camp. So I don't know. The Alchemist getting
Oh, yeah.
free farm, I feel like the hero needs it anyway, though. I mean, he needs to be multiple items ahead just to really make the hero at least semi-viable. So,
Yeah.
I mean, this is probably the best you can ask for, but it really, yeah, it kind of just depends on the build-up and how they want to go about this game. And
I can definitely see them go for a very greedy build, especially with this kind of start. Do think that I guess Goomba have some ways of dealing with an alchemist, just in terms of carrying him around with just the back of the face's void. Try to ignore him in a team fight, get everyone else first, and then keep fighting. Because an alchemist alone is something that you can deal with, even if he's super farmed.
yeah, I mean, it's still just an
Top lane.
Alchemist at the end of the day. So
Try and go and chill. The cast will follow him. Will not bounce back though. But with all these right clicks coming in, and the Maledict might just be enough to take him out. He gets the Timber Chain across, and even the rotation from 80. With the double stun here on Panthers and 9. Not to secure any counter kills, but enough to make sure the Timbersaw will survive.
It actually puts a second point into reactive armor, so because of all this aggression, that's very well warranted.
Gonna go
too.
again,
And
another
they're
open
gonna go
wounds.
again.
Yeah, this time around, maybe the cast bounces back, and it does. Only one creep advance to. Nice little stun there though from Ede. That keeps Chill alive, barely. And at least 9 is out of mana now, so can't do that again.
Yeah, there's unfortunately they already used the Maledict, so there was no mana to cast it again. So Timber will make it back to base safely.
Oh, middle lane. Look at this, a lot of damage being done, and yeah, with a commitment in. Actually gonna grab the kill.
And the double proc. Unfortunately, no XP though for the Piranha.
Yeah.
Which is really what's the only big loss here. Death Prophet opting. Actually, she looks like she's holding the point. Not really sure if she wants to get the ultimate here.
Well, sometimes you really don't need to.
No,
really
the tower's
depends.
already taking a good amount of damage already, so
Yeah.
not really necessary.
Sometimes you really want that extra point up into the Spirit Siphon. Just to win the lane even more before you can actually need to commit that ultimate to bring down the tower, or just rotate into the other lanes to do a similar kind of thing.
Yeah, it's very situational. Okay, so about this support Phoenix. I know we talked about the Tome of Knowledge being a nice big thing, but it's gonna be a while for this Eggs Online, man.
It's not
We're
that
6
big.
minutes in. Yeah. Void actually gaining really good levels here. I mean, if we compare the offlaners, it's. I mean, the Timber saw only dying the one time, but still not even level 4. Void, who's making great use of that hard camp, almost got his ultimate already.
Yeah.
30 CS.
Goes low 6 now, with that extra creep wave coming in close to the tower. And with that, maybe rotation in from Death Prophet. If you got the ultimate now, I mean, still holding his skill point. They can still put that in, maybe with the Chronosphere on a well-placed exorcism. Can even bring down the Alchemist. As it stands, doesn't look like they want to go for anything like that of the sort. Wambao's here, Wambo. Being super annoying to Licia on the Phoenix. Still only level 3 here. Same for Wambo really though, he's almost level 4, but similar kind of vein.
He's still being a nuisance, but now with the Alchemist having his ultimate up and the armlet finished, like it's not gonna be able to do too much to him at this point. Phoenix still very, very susceptible to dying with 1 armor. That's just from the tower.
Oh man.
Opted to go boots first, so.
Where's the way for... what's the timing for NEET here? They just want to drag the game out until the Alchemist becomes unstoppable? Or is there anything else that they can...
That's like the general game plan, and they really don't have any other timing. A blink dagger that you're waiting for initiation.
The arrow will actually hit on Panthers here on short range, but there's also Death Prophet here throwing it out with Spirit Siphon doing enough damage to keep them away. I'm actually finishing off the Witch Doctor kill, especially with a Maledict on top. Well, I'll have to bottle through and should be alright, but only barely. A lot of shots exchanged, but no one ended up dying here in the middle lane.
Yeah.
Top lane though? Yeah, just chugging at each other.
I mean, we're talking about free farm, and you know the Lifesteal is also getting his fair share too. So.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Was
See
part
what
of
he
that
ends up
first
going
buff.
for though. And he's got plenty of gold, so really maybe just seeing what the rest of the team is thinking about doing here too. A lot of ways you can go about it.
Radiant's middle tower is under
Saw the
attack.
lifesteal earlier as they go and chill again. Only a short range timber chain, and yeah, it looks like they want to commit for this. I'd be able to bring down Shell is, yeah, even with that ultimate being used, definitely necessary with the Sunray coming out, attempting to heal. At least they're gonna get the counter kill though. It's a much needed experience for Licia, especially also with the creep wave coming in. Still has the Icarus dive if he wants to get out if necessary, but hey, there's a wraparound actually from the Kawaii. No silence or anything, but the cast actually follows him, gets him in range for Spirit Siphon, and an easy nuke down. Shield's actually back, TP'd up to the top lane. Now Mirana, short range arrow, looks to burst down Panthers, will be able to do so, as Shield is silenced up at the top here. Once again, a short range timber chain, 9 still got that open wounds off, and Moonlight Shadow not enough to keep them safe, as the AoE nukes were there. The last bit of mana from the Death Prophet, so overall, definitely a win for the Dire side here, I would say.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Now they can take an objective on top of that. Glyph's already popped. Tower's gone. Void will take that last hit. So, I mean, everyone's well on their way. They had a really strong laning phase. I mean, yeah, they let the Alp kind of do his own thing, but I mean, they're getting more than enough out of their their other 2 lanes, and the Void actually got plenty out of the off lane, so it's not even a real loss
Yeah.
there either. So
They didn't even have
which
to
is
use the
good to see from
Chronosphere.
Expect.
Didn't have to use the Chronosphere
Yeah.
for the pickup even, so they still have that available. Switch Doctor, maybe it's level 6, maybe they can buy himself a tome.
Yeah,
Make
we
that
kind of like just brushed against it for NEET. Like what's like the go period? Like when, yeah, is it just kind of all your eggs in one basket in the Alchemist train, or like what? What's the game plan here?
I guess it's that, and also just trying to react. But you can only really do that if you have the levels to support it. Right? Normally, Phoenix teleporting in, then popping the Supernova at a good position can kind of turn a team fight around. Same for Lion. He is level 6 now, so 80 is doing well. Do a similar kind of thing with your Spike. Timbersaw also kind of wants to fight like that, when it just goes in and out and just being a nuisance.
Yeah. But he doesn't even have Chakram yet. I mean, he's only level 5.5. So I mean, that's the level discrepancy between these 2 teams is really holding NEET back right now.
Yeah, exactly. Try and fix that perhaps a little bit with the rotation coming in. Could easily bring someone down, but the smoke's being popped by Wambo. It does have the dust on top of him. 80 just a little bit too far out to actually get to disable in.
There's 3,900 gold on the Alchemist, so if he's gonna buy the relic now, would probably be the time. See what he ends up going for though.
He can pick up that soon. There's no reason to save up that amount of money if you don't go for the Radiance.
Right.
Panthers with a smoke and a fresh ward, so spotting out Alicia. Still only level 4. Just trying to soak some experience off these camps perhaps.
Yeah, I mean this is really going to be the tail of the game here. Just if you compare the supports on both sides, like it's actually, I know the bounty is not level 6 either, but it's just track that he's going to contribute. It's not like an egg, you know.
Yep.
It's not. I mean, I know fingers up, but the line's just so broke. He actually just finishes his tranquils now too.
Well, Wambo is gonna level 6 sooner or later. Which Doctor hasn't already though, and this is kind of the bigger immediate impact kind of thing, kind of levels you're looking at, especially if you have that Chronosphere still available.
Yeah, which they still have, and it looks like they're gonna rotate bottom after scouting out the bounty, scouting out the Alchemist. But
yep. Smoke up, Wambo keeps track. With everyone here.
Death Prophet popped the ult. They're ready. They're going right in to do the same exact thing to the bottom lane now.
This is so smart, actually. Look at this. They're gonna find the Alchemist here with the cast. They have the Chronosphere. Might not even have to use it. But now, with the Moonlight Shadow coming out, they will be able to bring him down, but barely here. With Deathwood going, Scout will actually follow in return. But 80 also dies to all of that. With the fully channeled Deathwood from Panthers, will not only lose Scabo, but also the lifestealer Panthers just TPing out. Exactly the kind of rotations we were thinking of.
How strong is Sunray? My god. We're talking shit about the Phoenix.
Oh,
not
Wambo.
even being
Wambo!
egg and... Oh.
You almost...
Wait.
Arrow! No! What a player, both of these.
Yes, dude.
Yeah.
What a player.
Oh, man. I mean, Wambo almost didn't get the last right click in because the spirits, Fire Spirit slowed down his attack speed so much.
Oh my gosh.
And
that made the entire series worth watching. That blind arrow. that was a treat.
Stormstormer definitely carrying. But yeah, I really like that movement, right? Because you have the Death Prophet down on the bottom lane, popping the ultimate, kind of pressuring the tower. So the first instinct is, alright, everyone else is probably gonna be sitting around the side, maybe smoked up, so even that ward's not necessarily giving you all the intel that you require. They're probably smoked up, waiting to jump when we defend the tower. So Alchemist just says, "Alright, I'm gonna be fine around here. Just keep farming." It wasn't the case because the rest of Goomba just went for that play way deep into the jungle. They ended up paying thanks to these quick rotations coming in.
Yeah, the Wamble actually scout out the ward being placed, and at the same time, though, the Radiance is picked up by the Alchemist, so he's in. It's time to take a train to Farm City, but I mean it's still like it's gonna take a while before he's really gonna be able to make an impact. But Lisa getting closer and closer to that egg, baby. We're getting there. Someone buy this Mana Tomb. Oh, it's still on cooldown.
He
Someone
actually
already took it.
Yeah,
Disrespect.
maybe Timbersaw? I don't know. Got Chakra Man, he's got Soul Ring, not much else really to speak of, but he also just finished up the Arcane Boots. So Chill's getting to a point where he can provide something in a team fight. Arrow actually hits the DP in the middle lane.
And she actually ends up going drums first, so we'll probably see the Yules come out next, just as a standard measure of safety. Because, I mean, she's still pretty damn squishy at this point in the game. Especially once the Timbersaw is able to get in there and start doing his thing.
Middle lane, point of some action here, smoke up from AD, gets a stun off, plus the ultimate, and they're gonna try and bring down Bathroom immediately. X coming in as well, Panthers actually, nice little cast, plus the ultimate, doing surprising damage, just couldn't finish him off. These last few health points. Might as well
really
have been
making a difference
1,000. Yeah, Mirana just dying to the cask in a death ward. I did not expect that.
Getting closer and closer to that Aghanims too. Just about 3/4 of the way there for the Mirana, so.
Cool thing about this game, you can still pick up your early axe, but if this game goes late, you can still sell it and get that axe from the alchemist at some point.
Yeah, that's true. I don't know if we'll get to that point, but the way as aggressive as Goomba's been. We'll see that.
Aggression.
But
It is-
Egg is now online, so they can't the greed, well not the greed, but
Ada?
the aggression can definitely be punished now.
Did you
Wow.
see that?
What a player.
That is just the worst timing, or like
Yeah.
super annoying timing. Lifesteal jumps out just as the stun comes. Like that was a millisecond at most.
No,
If you
that
waited
was
a second,
coordinated.
yeah.
It was-
But if you waited a second longer, you would have been able to survive, get the rage up, get the open wounds, and get the kill on Lion. But as stands, they're gonna have to settle for a tower push, and they do have the Death Prophet ultimate available. It looks like Needs wants to fight this. TP in. Nice little
Oh,
Chrono Spear
wow.
though. Cash is chill as he TP's out, and yeah, the Death Prophet ultimate going. Sunray's good, but it's not that good. And now they want to keep going here. Stormstormer TP's in. Alchemist will stun himself though. So everyone's retreating. 9, Armor talking his way to victory, and now turns it around. Stormstormer in the egg, not coming out just yet. And just leave the Mirana to die. Neat Gaming have to
Yeah.
retreat.
I think with the Lion being unable to really contribute at that point, and Timbersaw already being dead, like it really would be hard to justify committing the egg, I think, on that part.
Yeah.
Is this? Oh yeah, this is a Deso coming out for the Lifestealer.
Yeah.
For sure. Nice.
Maybe going to Sergeant Yasha. Straight for the Dasso. Feeling strong enough even without any sort of medium tanky item. But yeah, I
mean,
like
he has
the
a-
Dasso.
Yeah, I'm okay with it. I mean, they have a lot of DPS, and I mean, the Chronos have been pretty on point. I think the one-man Chrono is definitely justified there, just because it guaranteed the tower. So.
Yep.
Midas. Oh my gosh.
Oh god, Might as Witch Doctor. Why? There's a bit of a wall for the passenger. Coming through the back lines, they will find the Alchemist inside here. Slow comes out, Moonlight Shadow, doing the detection. Looks like it. Will try coming out. Ada. Nice little stun here. The Sunray's still burning through. Not quite enough to bring Death Prophet down. 6 rounds of keeping alive. And there's the Phoenix Sun. The Lifesteal's right there, but he gets stunned up. Doesn't matter. Plenty of heroes to bring that down. 3 for nothing trade. Still actually gets time locked in the front line. The cast will follow him, and now open wounds. Nowhere for him to go. Goodbye.
Wow, this game really took a 180. Like, it felt relatively even up until the couple of engagements, and now all of a sudden, I mean, you're getting bigger and bigger items coming out. Deso is pretty much finished. I mean, you got double Midas on the side of Goomba. Yules is picked up on the DP. They got the mech. All these items coming out, and they're still taking objectives. Like, they're,
Yep.
they're just going hard in the paint right now. And if you're NEET, I don't really know like how small your window is right now. I mean, yes, you have the Alchemist farm to his heart's content, but he's going with the Naga split push, but they have so much catch. Like, I don't even know how safe he would be even split pushing unless he's just sending illusions.
It's less about split pushing, more about the farm, I think, because it's all you need to do. It's all you can do at this stage. Just try and hold high ground with the acid spray, with the Starstorm spam, with the Lion kind of throwing out stuns. And also Chakra, but NEET don't have the worst high ground defense. They can drag out the game. They can have their core items up and running. And they then can play around the chrono. I think that's the biggest part that lets the Dire side scale into the later parts of the game.
Yeah, once the blink dagger's almost picked up on the void too, so he's just gonna clear out this wave and.
He actually picked it up a while ago. Just didn't have it delivered until just now, I think. Yeah.
Oh wow, okay, there you go. He didn't get courier priority.
Oh, wait, this is Midas Gaming. Look at these Midases.
Oh, there's a Midas on the void
Yeah.
too. I didn't even see that. Well, anyways.
And that's the secret for success, guys. You heard it here first. Buy 3 Midases and you win the game up against an alchemist.
These guys have been influenced by Cart Dragon Drop.
Oh, they fight Bambo. Yeah. He does have a passenger though now. Pops out, the silence up in the chill. It's gonna be his death sentence. Good rotation in, the stun still comes out onto Wambo, but Black unable to really follow up on anything. Arrow actually might be able to get the kill on a bounty hunter with a long range arrow. 9 unable to do anything up against us, but now he just starts the fight. Still has the Aegis, mind you, and now also has help from Death Prophet from Spirit Side being so strong, but there's the Phoenix Sun. 9 is immediately there to chop it down. 3 for 2 trade in the end. They did also get the Faceless Void up top. Somehow.
Yeah, they picked him up. He was just farming up a creep wave and they just went in on him, but I mean it's hard to say that these trades are worthwhile. Like, they're stalling out the game, but with the Alch dead, it doesn't matter. That's the whole reason you're playing the way you are. You're trying to, fend off this aggression and keep your towers up as long as you can so the Alchemist has a little bit of space, but I mean, he's just getting destroyed by this lifesteal. The minus armor is just destroying him, and that's why I don't really care for the Naga build. Yeah, you're saying it's farming, but what are you farming for? You need to be able to fight, at some point, and those items aren't fighting items. This lifesteal is literally tearing through you. And that's not going to change anytime soon. Yeah, the Aghanim's picked up on the Mirana, which is awesome. It's going to help her out a lot, but I mean, she still needs items too, because she has to go combat mode pretty soon here.
Lifestealer comes off the dragon, but yeah. Yeah, I agree. It's like... It feels like 2 steps, 1 step forward and 2 steps back here for NEET Gaming right now. The smoke up, almost a desperation smoke, is 4 heroes. The Alchemist is farming mid, but it looks like that'll just be popped by the Ancient Black Dragon. There it is, and you can't really initiate on that. Nothing that goes through
so
Magic Immunity. It's
so
the ultimate insult. Hey, there's a dragon! Oh god, nah, at least they get Wamba.
There you go. Worth, value.
Yeah.
Smoke paid for.
Yes, any pickup they can get is gonna be good.
Yeah, if you look at the net worth chart though, like the Alch is just not far enough ahead right now. Like, yeah, he's got 3 major items completed, but it's, I don't know, the lifesteal is just the effective farm on him is so much more important right now, and especially with the Midas there, he's gonna be able to keep up with all the kills he's getting as well.
They need to get more mileage out of the Timbersaw, I think. I mean, what impact has Chill had this game? Apart from maybe 1 or 2 team fights where he wasn't focused, he could actually contribute something, but outside of that, he just got controlled up.
Yeah, I mean, Goomba just has a superior positioning, and they know taking out the Timbersaw just effectively removes so much from their team fight. So, and the egg is really just a non-factor. It's basically they just pay out and say, "Hey, Lifestealer, go hit this.
Yeah.
go take care of this little ball of sun that's annoying us briefly." And
bring my sunglasses.
Yeah, pretty much. 9 throwing on his shades.
Well,
yeah, he's gonna be going towards the assault cures too. So these towers and the way that they tear through everybody is just gonna be even more embarrassing pretty soon. You can buff reactive armor as much as you want. Like it's Lifestealer does not give a shit.
I guess if you had like 50 stacks of it, that would work.
There you go. And they're just gonna go high ground. They know the Aegis is about to expire, so they're gonna try to get as much mileage as they can out of it. So.
Apart from the ultimate use, there's yes, this spray is gonna be annoying. You don't necessarily want to fight into that, but they can just settle for split. Yeah, they can just settle for chip damage right now. They can just slow siege it up if necessary.
And they're waiting for a good chrono, but I mean they're really not given any opportunity right now.
Nice Aegis trigger actually, but yeah, as I said, it was gonna expire soon anyway.
Yeah, it might as well get full mana and life again. Why not?
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, they do a decent amount of damage to the tower, but I mean they do save the chrono, so it's not like NEET can really turn on them right away.
Yep. All they recommitted was the Death Road ultimate, which sure it's a long cooldown, but I actually don't feel like they desperately need that to take a team fight right now, so they don't have to be scared going back now. They can just keep doing that. They can push down a lane, they can take another tier 2 in the middle lane. Then they can just slow siege up the high ground.
Death Prophet. Oh, the Eul's dodge. It's just the Alchemist too, so that's not going to be able to kill her. Kawhi's actually getting pretty close to finishing off the Octarine core too.
Allies disappear.
Here we go, bottom.
Wambo.
Your boy Wambo.
Hashtag space created. He should take out to this. Maybe not. He's got some decent amount of health
Just
regen.
one.
Now the Chronosphere on
Radiant
3.
spell.
He is there. 9 on the outside. Bring another one down. The first hit bash. Just to an insult to injury. Scabo. Almost like the Starstorms as he's trash talking.
Did you check out their avatars for Goomba before the game loaded up?
Not really, no.
They had logos of a couple of the NFL teams, so I felt some homage to America there. I felt good. Couple NFL logos. And well, there you go, your boy Alchemist. He's trying to, I guess, space create. Lose 2, I farm a few more, but I just don't know what items that he could possibly pick up right now that would make a difference. And he's just sitting at the secret shop too, wondering what he can grab. And yeah, he's just gonna go full on Naga build.
Yeah.
They go for the O-core as well.
I mean, it's not a bad build, but if you're the only one who's farmed on your team, it doesn't do anything because they can just ignore you. You're not doing damage.
Yeah, he's literally atop the net worth as he should be, but the next 3 cores are all on Goomba. So yeah, it's the problem is if they actually really want to turn this fight, he's gonna have to sell a majority of these items that he has right now if he actually wants to make an impact.
The stance. We're talking about items that was before. Panthers, more than halfway to his. Needs another 800 gold or so on the Witch Doctor. This could be huge. I actually hate a axe on Scabo as well. As poor Stormstormer.
That was really sad. The invis Nick bomb. Yeah. So sad. I think it's a 1-on-1 matchup. They go on the void, and all of a sudden, okay, I'm dead.
Now can I actually defend now without the Mirana? That's a second highest farmed hero.
Yeah, there's no buyback either, so
yeah.
Not only that, but I mean even just the Moonlight Shadow is just nice for keeping the Chrono away. But yeah, this tower's just gone. 9 with the finished AC.
Now the Chronosphere onto the Alchemist. He'll stun himself for what it's worth. Hex up on the Death Rover just to try and keep it away, but the ultimate's still going. Damage is there. The silence comes out to make sure that to limit the counter potential. Nice little stun there from Ada, but it's just too little too late. There's no damage coming. There's brute force down the tower at no cost really, apart from their ultimates.
Yeah, and Chrono is actually I think he got levels. Yeah, he got the level 3 ultimate, so it's not that too big of a cooldown, so it's not that big a deal. And Octarine Core actually picked up, unfortunately, right after using. Oh, there's even the Arcane Rune too. Oh. Just picked up, I imagine. So I mean that's pretty much the dream for Death Prophet. So yeah, they can go right back in, or they can wait for the Roshan. It's still quite a bit of ways from spawning, so I don't think they're in any hurry to end this game though. Their window's wide open right now, DD.
Oh yeah. Just take it slow, take another tier 2, wait for next Roshan, take control of the jungle because that's the one thing that they're kind of lacking right now. They've got some good aggressive wards up in the top lane, but just after finishing up that Rax, you don't really want to spend a lot of time there anyway. Now's the time to put on some more vision up in the Radiant jungle. Stormstormer trying his best to take a tier 1, but remember, actually tracks him out in the sidelines. It's a dead Mirana once again. Starstormer, no.
I don't know. Do you keep playing it out or you tap out? Because this is gonna be a long series.
Never say never. Never give up. Never surrender, I guess. But
yeah, it's the net worth and gold graphs tend to disagree with that. But my only argument is like for longer series, I feel. Yeah, you don't need to dwell. I mean, I know you can always talk about like the draft and next game and all that kind of stuff, but I don't know if you really want to like spend your time like this. But
Or
At the
maybe
same
they've-
time, I mean, Alcus, I mean, he's getting there, man.
Yeah.
He got 22k net worth. He's doing his thing. Finished Octarine Core, which is huge because having that ultimate up as much as possible is literally his
it's-
lifeblood. So,
I mean,
and even
I
with
find
it, I mean, they're
it's-
still
yeah.
taking him out, but still.
I find it hard to envision a team fight that NEET can actually win, even on high ground, without Goomba making some heavy misplays. Then again, it is Dota. It can get caught out.
It's a
You
game
can
of
make
misplays.
misplays. Yeah. I think that's what NEET is banking on right now, because one team fight can give you the levels that you need. Maybe get a level 2 egg, which is harder to bring down on the Phoenix. Then get your line up to Blink Dagger. It's halfway there. And then the dynamic changes a little bit. But this Roshan just serves to make sure that Goomba can go high.
You know what the
ground
play
very
might
safely.
be? I think it might just be get Aghanims for your whole team. I mean, because honestly, the egg on Phoenix is pretty huge. Definitely on Timbersaw, who is just desperately looking for farm.
Oh, yeah.
He's down there with the supports on his team, just praying for his next item. Actually went Blade Mail just because he knew that the Bloodstone was never going to be a thing.
Yeah.
So I mean that's because we always keep talking about how the discrepancy in back, it's only the Alchemist that's farm. That's a nice way to kind of mitigate that too.
Yeah.
And I think getting it on Phoenix right away is probably the best, but he definitely needs the rank 2 egg for sure.
Rank 2 with Axe, it's 10 attacks to destroy, apart from the as opposed to the 5.
And literally doubling
just-
the
yeah.
value of it.
Might just be too little too late. I mean, once again, just the chip damage is real. Just to have Lifestealer raging up, and there's not a whole lot that they can do up against that. Especially now with the ultimate, if they can get the pick off on someone with the Starstorm, it's kind of Blink-ins. But look at that, 9. Actually turns it up on the Alchemist. Gets bashed up, now the Death Ward will actually be cancelled by 80. Keep himself alive here, thanks to the Moonlight Shadow. Don't quite have the protection on the high ground, but there's an ultimate. Chronosphere on 2. That's a little ultimate there on Death Rope though, but the heals are too strong with the Octarine Core. 9 just unstopped, unhindered in the front line. Stormstormer down, no buyback on Alchemist. The Phoenix
The
Sun
sun in the well.
inside found. That's one way to make sure that you actually get it off, but yeah, GG is called. And NEET Gaming, drop game 1. Up against Goomba here.
We didn't really mention it, but the bounty hunter went with the full like Batman utility belt bounty. Like he had the pipe ready, he had the GG boots ready, like he had all the sustain that they really needed. You know, not to mention the Witch Doctor as well. So I mean, they had plenty of sustain for the all the damage coming out for NEET, and yeah, they pulled it out. So that's a nice way to start off a BO5, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, as I mentioned, this is the best of 5, so there's plenty of games left to be played. NEET can pick it up, maybe with a bit of a different draft, a bit more higher impact offlaners. Because I think that was the biggest issue. The Timbersaw was just a non-factor. The Phoenix on the line, especially Phoenix, not really getting the levels to kind of pick up the slack in that regard. Yeah.
Just one game, plenty of time to revisit the strategy and get back into the next game. So
Come to you
Very
in just
good.
a couple of moments' time. My name is Dragon Drop. I'm joined by Johnny. We'll be back, so don't go anywhere.